Record. All right, awesome. Well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Kenneth Francis out of Houston, Texas. So excited to be on the line with you all tonight, whether you're viewing this live or you're viewing this as a recording. And we're glad that you're here to listen in and to get some very, very powerful information tonight. And my background is corporate America. I've got a background working for the government, the Postal Service, and also sales and marketing for many, many years, full-time as an entrepreneur since 2009, actually. And, it's been a great journey. It's been a lot of fun meeting a lot of people, building a lot of networks, making a lot of money, and empowering people with the information so they can do the same. Really, honestly, is what it's all about. We're in the information age. Information is the new currency. And that's what we're here to share with you tonight, some information that can literally change your life over the next 90 days, 6 months, a year, depending upon how aggressive and how hungry you are. You can literally come in with this opportunity, what we're going to talk about tonight, and change the course of your life financially, spiritually, whatever you're looking for. I think this company has a very, bigger meaning than just making money, and you'll see some of that tonight. As we dive down into some of the nuts and bolts of what we're doing, the concept, the ecosystem, so to speak. So a really exciting time to be involved with, a very, very, high level leadership as well here at IQ Legacy, being in the industry full-time since 2009 and part-time spare time since 2003, over 15, 16 years now. I've run into some really, really credible, highly elite leaders and very successful leaders in the industry, Mr. Emmanuel Bernstein, Mr. Holton Buggs, and Mr. Edwin Haynes, and Mrs. Tonya Lawrence. I've met some amazing people, worked with some amazing people, and I continue to do so. And I think the relationships that I've, had over the years have really, brought me to this place and brought me to this moment in time to where things are really adding up and things are lining up in a beautiful way with this company, because the leadership is, there's nothing out there like it, close to it. When you go from top to bottom as what we have right now as far as leadership is concerned, everything rises and falls on leadership. So let's get into some of the details about what this leadership has been up to over the last, I would say, 6 months, but really over the last 30 days or less, really, releasing something powerful here in the U.S. market, of course, international with cryptocurrency and blockchain and some of the things that we're working on. Let me get to the next slide here. So as you see there, it says IQ, discover your center. And, IQ, of course, we have a disclaimer here. I'll let that sit for a minute. But we just want to make sure that we, cover all bases when we cover information about finances, et cetera. So comp plan. So get to see that. All right. And it's time to raise your IQ. All right. Learn, leverage, lifestyle, legacy. Those 4 L's have stuck. I think since the beginning, we've been doing this presentation, and that hasn't changed, folks. Learning, leveraging, the lifestyle you create, and the legacy you leave are those 4 L's. And I think that's pretty interesting when you realize when leaders build, when true leadership gets together and they build a foundation, they build it on principles. They build it on things that they know work. And think about it, everybody needs to learn more. Everyone needs to grow more. Everyone needs to use technology and systems and timing and talent to leverage. Everyone would love to have a lifestyle, that benefits or that is reciprocated from those things. And then leaving a legacy. Who doesn't want to leave something for their children's children, right? I mean, that's what it's all about. So what is your IQ? And IQ is really, really interesting. When you think about IQ, I think initially you're thinking about how smart I am, right? But really, I wouldn't say how smart. It's just about what you know about. That has nothing to really do with being intelligent. It's just, are you aware? Are you aware that there's blockchain? Are you aware that what cryptocurrency has been doing? Are you aware of what's going on in AI? Are you whatever? IQ in certain areas, whether it's financial, lifestyle, as you can see here, technology, your personal growth and development, business building and entrepreneurship. These are different IQs, but do you have access to the information? Like I said a few minutes earlier, information is the new currency, right? Depending upon how you use that information, things get, it could benefit you. You could pass it on to someone else, maybe come back to it later. But are you aware that things are changing around you? What is your IQ in certain areas? And that's what this company is all about. I love the name. When you think about that, IQ Legacy. I mean, the more you know, the bigger your legacy. Really is kind of how I see that. So what is your financial IQ? Here it is. A worldwide problem is what it is. You can look at some of these statistics. Here's a new slide. I'm already blown away by because this is what people want to see. You know, 2/3 of all Americans don't have $1,000 cash on hand to cover emergencies. I've heard that one before, right? 10% in Germany, 10% own 60% of assets. The bottom 40 have almost nothing and are at risk of poverty. Brazil would have to sell assets, borrow money, or get help from friends and family to cover, right? In Brazil, that's the average person, right? Asia, 89% of Asian retirees wish they had saved more money. I think that's, you know, when you look at this, I'm thinking all around the world, we're all dealing with pretty much the same stuff. It's just they're pinpointing that this isn't a U.S. problem. This isn't a Germany problem. This is a worldwide problem. You know, hence our company being IQ Legacy, being a worldwide network that's going to distribute, you know, products and services to people worldwide to improve their IQ. I think we're in the right place at the right time. So you can look at a few more of these, but I don't think I have to go any further. It's a problem. It definitely is a problem. Being aware and being, having the information to use to benefit from is a big, big problem. So are you being left behind? Think about all the decentralized technologies that are changing our world right now. You look at Uber and Alibaba and Amazon and television going to Netflix and Airbnb, you know, taking over the hotel industry. Instagram, now you don't need a phone, you don't need a camera. The cell phone itself, it doesn't allow, you don't need a camera because of the cell phone itself, but then the apps inside of the phone, Instagram being one of them, has totally changed, has shifted the entire industry, has disrupted that entire space. Cryptocurrency, now fiat money soon will be replaced, we believe, and it's happening, right before your eyes. If you're aware, right? If you're increasing your IQ, like we have, Tonya, Lawrence, myself, and some others on this call, we have been increasing our IQ as it pertains to cryptocurrency and blockchain technology and, and just what's happening. It's obvious, what's going on. So are you being left behind is a question. Don't get left behind. Be in front of the curve in some of these areas. We may have missed Netflix. We may have missed Airbnb. We may have missed Instagrams and Ubers. And then there's other companies that are going to come and Uber. Trust me, that's what we're talking about. Being Ubered one day themselves. And I think we have a company that's actually attempting to do that. And even Facebook, they're in trouble. There's companies that are based on blockchain technology that will change the way social media interacts with us, how they share our information, sell our information, all that. Maybe our information is a store of value at some point where we can sell our information or choose how we want people to use our information. So a lot's coming down the pipe. I'm just telling you all that to say, don't get left behind. Be aware, understand that times are changing. Technology is moving faster than ever. I have a buddy of mine, Mr. Gloria. He said, before that, things that used to happen in 6 months now happens in 6 weeks. Things that happened in 6 weeks now happens in 6 days. Things that used to happen in 6 days are now happening in 6 hours. That's how fast things are going and moving. So don't get left behind and get in the information circle, the new currency, and take advantage of these things. So let's close the knowledge gap. How? Financial IQ, understanding how money works. I think a lot of people know how to obtain money, but really, Ms. Lawrence, what's that quote that we want? We want our money to have to run away in the morning and come back with friends or something like that. Yeah, there's this new thing that we've heard. I think we heard it from Mr. Edwin Haynes. He wants his money to have legs, run away in the morning and come back and bring friends. Well, how is your money working for you? Basically, do you put your money to work for you? Money is currency. That means it's constantly moving. Well, is it moving away from you or moving to you? How is it operating in your life? You have to figure those things out. Financial well-being, benefit of sound financial decisions. We're all guilty of that. Ever bought something you just looked at yourself at the end of the week and like, why did I do that? Right? We've all made those decisions where we probably want to take them back and realize that $300, that $1,000 could have been well suited somewhere else to then create, right, and work for us and create residual income and all kinds of things. Those are things that you have to think about each decision, right? More knowledge, profitable financial behaviors. Same thing, right? What are your behaviors? What the behaviors that you have, the decisions that you've made have given you the ability. Look at Mr. Bud right there. Hold on, let me cut this off. Hope y'all didn't hear that. Have put you in the position that you're in right now. The decisions you've made and the behaviors that you've created for yourself have you in the position you're in right now. So we want to try to show you a different way. to change those behaviors, to make some better decisions, and to be profitable. This all results in higher financial IQ from education and experience, folks. Okay. Now, introducing IQ, discovering your center, power your potential. I love that. Discover your center and power your potential. Your center for personal growth and development, wealth creation and attraction, lifestyle enhancement. I love the new slides. That's what we're all about right there, folks. Okay. You can get behind that. Who wouldn't want to get behind something like that? Be a part of that. IQ's mission is to create a world-class, continuously evolving and compliant ecosystem for you to achieve your highest self, your best results, and to have your greatest world impact. I mean, there's really no limits. When you read that, it's world-class, your world impact. You think about that, ecosystem. It's big, folks. I mean, they're going to put an ecosystem in place to where really there's no one you can't talk to. There's no one you can't introduce. Everyone will have interest in what we're doing. This is the vision. We believe everyone should have an equal and fair opportunity to attain the personal growth, wealth, and lifestyle that they deserve. Everyone, folks. All right. So I'm loving these new missions and the new vision statements. That's what it's all about, and standing on those. Okay. Here's the IQ ecosystem. Learning. We talked about that. Knowledge and education. We're going to leverage life-enhancing tools and technology. Lifestyle, which is the experiences, and IQ travel and other health and wellness products that will be inside of that part of that ecosystem as well. Legacy, wealth creation, and strategies. It's going to be a lot of fun, folks. I mean, who doesn't want to do this? I mean, this journey right here. This is one you want to be a part of. This is what you can pass on to your kids, to your children, to your grown children. Maybe they want to be in part of a business like so they can pass it on to their kids, your grandkids, right? Raise your IQ and your quality of life. Talking about health, we're talking about wealth, we're talking about it all, and all in one place. I really love that. So learning. The problem, what you don't know is limiting you and your options. Told you, what you're not aware of is hurting you. Really. Are you getting left behind? Same deal. So what's the solution? InterQuest, your center for learning. We have a platform that has modules, college-grade modules and courses built in that allows you to learn, self-paced, self-guided, cutting-edge interactive learning platform. And I've been through it. It's really, really awesome. You're able to basically take your time, and move as fast or as slow as you want, and learn about blockchain, learn about cryptocurrency, learn about real estate, learn about financial literacy, and maybe it's learning about retirement, maybe it's learning about getting into real estate. I don't know. Maybe it's just personal development. We're going to have all kinds of courses built into this InterQuest system. It all starts here, folks. It all starts here with you becoming aware of where you are about what it is that you know. Really, that's all. It's not that you're not smart enough or you're not intelligent enough. It's that you you don't have the information to learn it, right? Because everyone, you can read a book, you can read pages, you can flip through modules, you can grasp the information, you can take a small test, you can pass it, and now that you're aware and now that you know this stuff, you can move on to other things and you can actually use that to leverage and create a lifestyle and wealth for yourself, right? So raise your IQ for health, wealth, business, technology, and more. Keep up with the new economy by learning cryptocurrency basics, trading, and more. Lots more, folks, okay? So that's the learning ecosystem. Now, achieving success in cryptocurrency markets is complex. The IQ Trade, your center for trading, all right? And I want you to know that some of this stuff that you're seeing tonight is not currently available in the U.S. market, right? But we're working on being, like you said, I can go back 2 or 3 slides that said being compliant. All right, having a legal system, having something that's legal that, that we won't have issues with, restrictions and SEC, this and blah, 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 blah. We want to make sure that it's set up right here in the States so we can actually use it and use it for the long haul, right? So what you're seeing, some of this you're seeing is for international use only. See, this is not available in US or Canada there at the bottom, but it's designed to make multiple high-speed microtransactions with precise timing and maximize your earnings. IQ Trade can deliver consistent results regardless of an up and down market trend. IQ Trade does not require you to be tech savvy, and success is not dependent on your networking ability. So this does not require you building a team. This does not require you being, having a gift for gab and being able to sell something. This is literally you taking that money, that discretionary income, saying, I got extra $200, I got a $400, whatever it is, putting it to work for you in a technology, taking advantage of timing and technology now with cryptocurrency in the system can create some really amazing results. Miss Tonya Lawrence, I want you to come on because I know you have a huge international team. Miss Lawrence is building a significant organization all over the world, and she's got contacts all over the world. Her and her husband are, just financial. They're in the financial space, banking and mortgaging and brokering. I mean, they do it all, and very, very successful, very highly qualified individuals when it comes to making money and having money work for you. Tanya, just come on and kind of share with people why this is very important, to be compliant, number one, but also, just a little bit about yourself and why you're excited about this platform here with IQ and the IQ trade system.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ken, for bringing me up, and great job. I just love hearing different perspectives and how people feel about the ecosystem that IQ is creating. And just thinking about ecosystems, I like to bring up Amazon. Amazon at one point was a large book selling online retailer. And as time went on, as their IQ increased, as they gained and leveraged technology, they started looking at other ways that they can increase and enhance their ecosystem. And thank goodness they did. Just about everything that my children have or buys right now comes from Amazon. And I know that's the same for a lot of other people. I'm a little bit slow to the marketplace when it comes to Amazon, but the ecosystem, being able to buy your clothing, your toys, your technology needs, groceries. You can order groceries and have them dropped off from Amazon, put them on auto ship. Just, they have created an entire ecosystem that started out as a company that was just selling books. IQ Legacy is doing the same thing. We are creating an entire ecosystem, and one of those things being this awesome IQ trade platform. Ken, can you go to the next slide? One of the things that I really like is the fact that we are partnered with a licensed trading partner, Valens Bank out of Switzerland, using their reputation, their background, and their experience to use this algorithm, artificial intelligence, to trade your digital currency, allows you to make sure that you are gaining profits, whether the market is up or down. You don't have to know what you're doing. You have to plug in. You have to take action. You have to become a part of the IQ trade. So that is really exciting. We have partners around the world that we work with on Bitcoin transactions. And when I tell you that large regulated institutions are the ones that are buying Bitcoin by the masses, I am telling you the absolute truth. And so if you think, oh, the value of the coin is down, things may not be going well, don't sleep on this opportunity. Go out there, grab your Bitcoin like it's on sale, like it's a pair of shoes and you're getting them on sale. Grab them right now, hold on to them, hodl, and start one of these IQ trades that if you're outside of the US and Canada, and watch the value of your coins grow. And just, I think it's just really magnificent that things that only the rich would typically have access to, anyone can have access to with IQ Legacy. Next slide, Ken.
Absolutely. Good stuff, Tanya. Hey, I want to add that could be something inside of our InterQuest. Hey, when's the last time you bought a pair of shoes?
Yeah.
I know we bought $200 shoes, $300 shoes. My goodness, a bag, a purse, a nice wallet, a nice watch. Folks, I mean, $100 in Bitcoin just 7, 8 years ago is what valued well over $250,000 today. Just $100. I mean, this is where technology, where we weren't aware at the time. We were afraid. We misunderstood it. We just didn't have the information, but now we do. And it's still a baby, 3,000 or, right under 4,000 per Bitcoin right now. So it's just an exciting time. I just wanted to add that in there because we've all spent plenty of money on things that gave us nothing in return, but maybe, a little, maybe a little some feel goods. I look, somebody, say, hey, your shoes are great. Hey, your hat looks good. Hey, but man, what if your bank account looked like that? What would you be doing differently today? So those are the things that you have to really think about, become aware about. So go ahead, Tanya. I don't want to cut you off, but I want to add that in there.
Yeah, great points. All great points. Here's the next problem. Your favorite merchants don't accept cryptocurrencies for payments. And we have, as Ken said, things that are in development. And one of those things is our OMC POS system, your Center for Leverage. So now here's what you're able to do. When you're going to go buy your favorite pair of shoes from your favorite boutique, or you can ask,
Right.
do you accept cryptocurrency? Do you accept Bitcoin? If the answer is no, you say, hey, if I could provide you with a point of sale system that would allow you to accept digital currency, would you be interested? There's going to be a learning curve for, so it's time to start engaging in those conversations now. Create a massive list of every retailer you do business with, every mom and pop shop, everyone that you support, talk to them. I had at one point a very nice relationship through my investment banking firm with every client that I got financed. I would also secure POS systems and credit card transaction processing for them. And I got a very small fraction of every transaction that took place. And when I'm talking about 5 figures that came every month, they're just, it came. I was super excited because it was a conversation, it was a relationship, and it was saying to someone, you're already going to pay for this. Let me show you how to save some money and also support a friend that supports you. So this is the conversation you need to start having now. If people don't understand cryptocurrency, digital currency, sign them up as a member so that they can become a part of get a part of the InterQuest education as a part of their background and experience, and they'll be ready, rearing the bear to accept digital currency soon. Next problem, traveling and traveling well can be expensive. The solution, IQ Travel.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm really, really excited about the IQ Travel portion of the ecosystem that we have available right now here in the States and Canada. This is a portion of our company that we can go out and market and attract other members to come on board and actually build a business. And it's exciting to know that you have something, once again, that only very few people are privy to when it comes to information, but also have access to when it comes to travel. It's pretty amazing. We go back. There we go. So your low-cost, high-value travel booking platform is what you have access to. And I'm not just talking about, discounts. We're talking about wholesale pricing, folks. Wholesale, there's a difference between wholesale and discount. And we didn't know that until, we got involved with IQ and really, sat down with some of the leadership, and they started explaining this stuff to us about really what this industry is all about. We'll get to some of the details here on the next slide, but your own travel engine with up to 70% off retail prices, folks. Up to 70%. Earn monthly residual for sharing savings with customers. Earn travel bonuses for referral travel to Extreme as well, referring travel to Extreme, and enjoy highly discounted and exclusive members only trips. I think Mr. Buzz is calling those outrageous trips, I believe he's calling them. So IQ uses the most technologically advanced travel booking engine in the industry today. Cannot be duplicated, folks. Very, very powerful, okay? So here's a little bit of what's going on in the industry. Parity and markup is what it is, right? This is what's happening. There's only 2 companies that own just about everywhere you search and seek your booking, whether it's a flight, a hotel, a rental car, whatever it is. There's only 2 companies that really run all of it. They own all of it. It's a duopoly, we call it, right? It's bookings.com, I think they're called Booking Holdings now, and then Expedia. So when you're on there searching for, a couple of bucks here, a couple of bucks there, it's all going to the same place, the same 2 places anyway. And that's not fair, So what we do at IQ Go is we go above and beyond that, and we pass the savings on to you. And it's really, really exciting. So powered by Extreme Travel, a top award-winning travel host agency as well. Really pumped about some of the things we've been seeing and working out personally as well. We've got a huge trip to Yellowstone Park that we're working out. We're my family and 3 adults, 6 kids. Just a massive trip. And man, we're excited about what we're going to see when we go through our own concierge platform here by calling them on the phone, using email. They're very responsive. I'm excited and really, I'm loving what I'm seeing so far from the experience. I can't wait to get those details back to you all about, what the savings look like. So here's some examples that you'll find there on Expedia, $339 a night. IQ Go, $178 for the exact same time, the exact same room, the exact same everything, right? That's $161 in savings average per night. Remember what we talked about? An extra $300, an extra $400. Well, folks, there's one thing I know about wealthy people. They like to keep their money, right? And that's, for me, learning over the years that that is a form of income. What you keep is more important than what you make in a lot of instances. And that's what the failure for most people is. They don't know how to keep it, right? They just blow through their income. And I think about the athletes, I think about all the stories and all the lottery stories. I mean, goodness gracious, give me $25 million. I'll show you what to do with it, right? I mean, it is what it is because they're not aware. They're not, being, number one, they probably don't have anyone telling them or showing them the fruits of what to do with money. But it is what it is, right? It's just, it's a sad situation, but this is what there's so much power in this. And we're also the first travel booking site to accept Bitcoin, right? I think that's eventually that'll be something that people will be like, wow, that's a big deal. Same, I think, it doesn't have as much luster as it would have had, I would say last year around this time, but it's because, there's something going on, but that's a big deal, folks. The first travel booking site to accept Bitcoin as payment for travel. Same room, same hotel. Here's some more. Travelocity, $440 a night, $130 a night, $310 savings. Exact same stuff. That's what's so powerful. I mean, you can't dispute, you can't argue this stuff. It's the exact same specs, folks. Paris, France, 4-star hotel, $310 a night. You're putting in. What can you go? What excursion could you use that $310 for? What could you do with that on your trip while you're there? Stay some more nights, stay another week, 130. You stay extra 3 or 4 days. This stuff adds up. So really, really, really pumped about what we have access to there, and just pumped about it. So here, this is how it works. You share and earn. You share 50% of your IQ Go savings with friends and family. All right. 50% discount engine for customers. Remaining 50% goes to you and the compensation plan. Receive savings, cash back, no limit to on the number of invites or free boomerang accounts. There's no limit to it, folks. No limit on the earnings. It's pretty much freedom. Freedom for you to travel how you want. Make as much money as you want. Travel is the only thing you buy that makes you richer. And you got to think about that. I'm like, what? That threw me for a loop first when I read that. And I was like, interesting. Let that one sizzle in your spirit. Travel is the only thing that you buy that makes you richer, right? So here's some other things here. IQ, ISA member site, Boomerang customer site, right? Here's a Boomerang example. Boomerang is basically, you pass the savings on to the customer and it comes back to you in compensation, right? So here's an example here. You're saving $16.99.50 here. As you can see over here, and you're going to have your travel savings bonus here kick out $849. Remember, it's 50% cash paid out to you. I can't wait to see this looks, because I'm telling you, folks, I have people lined up for cruises and all kinds of things, and 50% back, that's huge. I mean, there are literally people that will be, from what we're hearing from some of the leadership, walking across the stage at our events that don't have groups that are making hundreds of thousands of dollars annually, becoming millionaires because they're just going out there and sharing their free boomerang site and having people book as they please, because this is not a sales deal. This is a tails deal, right? Tell as many people as you can about how they can save up to 70% on their travel. That's not sales, folks. That's like, hey, I'm just giving I'm giving you a blessing. I'm seriously, right? Think about all the families that can use an extra $200 or $300 a night at Disney World or these trips and things. Like my family. We got children, we have 6 kids. My son doesn't live with me. I have 5 here at home. When we go on trips, that's 5. That's a lot. That's a lot of flights. That's a lot of, it's crazy. It's expensive. But to save $200 or $300 here or there is a big deal for my family, right? So, and then the compensation plan in the uni level, you get $595 that goes into, or 1,189 BV that goes into the comp plan. So it's a double-edged sword here for giving away something for free that people are going to use anyway. I mean, I think it's just one of the most awesome things I've ever, seen in the industry. So here's a boomerang example. Average number of customers, savings, $600, 2 customers, right? Just say 2 customers for a year. The average savings is $600. Average number of trips per year is 1 trip, 1 measly trip. That's $1,200 average savings per year, right? Commissions to referring ISAs, you're going to make, remember, $600, 50% off the top of the savings, remember, right? If you have 100 ISAs in your group, a thousand ISAs, 10,000 ISAs. Let's just go all the way out. A million ISAs. Now, some of this is, this is just totally hypothetical, but there will be people that have that number of people in their networks, folks. And these numbers will, some kind of way, it'll work themselves out. What if it takes 5 years? I don't know. Is it worth it? Right? Because if you look in the comp plan, you got 84,000 in the unilevel. That's 10% at 10%. An example override at 10%. That's $8,400 just right there off of just 100. Right? We're not even talking about the 50%. We're not even talking about that. We're just talking about the unilevel. Right? 1,000 ISAs, 84. What I'm trying to say is that leverage is something else. I mean, it's something that you need to experience. I've experienced it before in network. I know Tonya's experienced it before, but leveraging other people's efforts, other people's time, other people's income, other people's, talents and skills. And of course, doing it all together, working together, because people are leveraging our time. You're leveraging our efforts. You're leveraging our skills by doing a presentation for people you want to show this opportunity to. It's a beautiful thing when it works out and it's a win-win across the board, because guess what? Customers are happy, right? We're happy, right? The team is happy. We're all traveling anyway. We're all happy, right? That's how I look at it. So you're looking at some pretty astronomical numbers with 10,000 ISAs in your network, with the average of 2 customers that save on one trip a year, $840,000, almost $1 million at 10% in overrides. It's insane, folks. Now, I'm not even going to the million. You already know the number. I mean, these are things. In my last 2 networking companies, I had combined in the last 2 networking opportunities, well over 300,000 people. Easy. And that's just people sharing with people sharing. I didn't bring on all 300,000 people. I shared it with a core group of leaders that I felt like could benefit from what it was that I saw. And guess what? They went out and shared it with a core group of people. Before you know it, you've got tens and hundreds of people. Then you've got thousands of people. You got tens of thousands. It happens on its own. It's word of mouth marketing. It's very powerful. Okay. So I'm just kind of laying it out there, what's possible with just this very small, just come on, folks. 2 customers, 1 trip a year. Very, very powerful, folks. So Tonya, you want to come on and share a little bit about, I know you've been studying this rewards plan. Let's knock this out. I need to make more money. That's another problem. How does this legacy, not comp plan, but how does this legacy rewards plan, give us the ability to make more money?
Yeah, and I want to just jump back to the travel program.
Absolutely.
Think about all of the organizations that need money. Churches, Little League, football, baseball, soccer, lacrosse. Every organization out there needs to raise money. Homeowners Association. Think about using the Boomerang program as their fundraiser. They're out reaching thousands of people that you would never have access to, giving them away, giving something to them for free, and saying, hey, just support us by when you get ready to book your trip, search on here and make sure you're getting better prices. Absolutely. The power of that duplication and that boomerang, giving something away, throwing it out there and having it come back to you, man, that boomerang's going to knock your bank accounts over. So
think about the residual.
Yeah.
Think about the residual. I mean, when you've got a church that actually has saved the savings that they get from having, 200 or 300 people, because they got massive churches around here in the Houston area. I mean, they take trips, folks. I mean, they take excursions. And I mean, what are they going to do next time they go on another trip? They're going to use the booking engine again. Who's getting paid? You every time. I mean, they're not going to find it anywhere else. So again, it's nothing like it. It's super, super, super exciting to see what's about to happen, because I know all of us are getting out there and starting to, boil the pot a little bit when it comes to who we're reaching out to. And Tonya, massive nugget right there. All the organizations, any entity, any nonprofit, soccer, football, I got 5 kids, I got a league every day of the week, to attend to. So you just expanded my mind. So that's the talent. That's why we're here, to plug into those things, to catch those nuggets and then leverage that information out in the field. Because now I want to talk to some more people. Go ahead, Tonya.
This legacy rewards plan is like no other. I'm really excited about what they're doing to allow people to take their current skills and turn it into legacy for their families. Next slide, Ken. Before we talk about that, let's go ahead and talk about the giving part of it. It's great to make a lot of money. It's even better to give money. And so one of the things that IQ Legacy did is partnered with the Pragma Foundation. To date, they've contributed over $5 million to help with clean water, food, providing education and education for people around the world. So it's really important that you have a mission to serve and be a servant leader, and no better way than that than to make sure that people have access to nourishment and nutrition. So I'm very proud of the relationship with the Pragma Foundation and looking forward to every dollar from every membership, or a portion of every membership that I sell, going to benefit such a foundation. So let's talk about earning money. There's 6 ways you get paid with IQ Legacy. We have our retail sales. Retail sales are going to be your InterQuest system that we talked about. We talked about having those merchants out there that say, hey, I'll be interested, but I don't know a lot about it. Great. Get them a $250 membership. They get the InterQuest system. They can start learning right away. We also just broke down, how easy it is, not only your friends and your family, but the organizations that actually could benefit from it financially to be a part of IQ Go and have their own fundraisers with the boomerang system. So that's another part of your retail sales, direct sales. And as you start your business, you start in earning 8% or greater one-time direct sales bonuses. So leverage. Leverage is everything. My husband and I started our investment banking firm 25 years ago, and I can tell you right now, any company that came to us looking to borrow anywhere from $1 million to $200 million, none of them came to us as a single person entity looking to create a multi-million-dollar company, or continue to grow a multi-million-dollar company on their own. Leverage is everything. Now you get to become the CEO of your own company and create your board of directors, your first 20 to 40 people that you bring into the company with you. And then they get to go out and do the same thing. And now you're creating leverage, and you get paid a dual team commission. And most people know it as a binary. So you have a right team and a left team. And each week, as memberships are purchased, those totals add up, and you get 10% of the lesser side for that week. So let's say the right team sold $25,000 in business volume, and the left team sold $10,000 in business volume. You would earn 10% of that 10,000, so $1,000 in additional dual team commissions for that week. And as you see, as the positions increase, you increase from 10% in dual team commissions all the way up to 20%, with a weekly income cap of $100,000 per week. Could anyone live off of $400,000 a month in just dual team commissions?
I think we'll be all right.
Be all right. Next slide.
All right.
Matching and infinity bonuses. Again, leverage. You're out there, you have a team, you're empowering them, they're growing, they're out there building a team and duplicating that effort. Now you get matching bonuses on the commissions of your team members. So let's say you personally sponsor someone, they're out there, they're building for their own family's legacy. Well, now every time they earn a check, you earn a matching 3%. And let's say that's Mario up in Canada. Now Mario's out there and he's just going to town. He starts talking to everyone he knows, and he talks to Brad. Brad is going to be second generation to you. So as Brad is out there doing the same thing, earning a living for his family, creating legacy wealth, you can earn up to 3% matching bonuses on that as well. Let's say Brad says, it's kind of cold up here in Canada. I'm going to Florida and I'm going to meet Arthur. We're going to talk about building his legacy. Now, Arthur would be on your third generation. Imagine you, Arthur, from a can of paint, but my goodness, you love him. He's on your third generation. He's out there making things happen. You're earning a matching 3% on his earnings as well. And that's going down 7 levels. Guys, it just becomes just a beautiful way to spend your life, empowering people, educating people, and showing them how to create unlimited earning potentials. The uni level bonuses, the memberships we're going to talk about here in a second, but part of the membership fee and continuing to own and operate your business is your monthly cost for owning and operating your business. The company is not keeping all that themselves. They want to pay you, and they want to, again, with the 7 levels that you can have in your team, they'll pay out on all 7 levels deep. All right. So that starts from 10% all the way down to 5% for someone on your 7th level who, trust me, you don't know their name, but you're figuring out when their birthday is so you can send them a card.
Absolutely.
All right. Getting started. This is the fun part.
Absolutely. USA and Canada. Enrollment options here. So we did speak, Tonya, about, how, here in the US, we have access to, certain part of the ecosystem, and international has access to another part, or just about all of it. But becoming an ISA is where it starts, whether you're in international or in the States or Canada, right? Just for $100, you get started here. You get to lock in your position in the binary. You get to plant your flag here and begin to use the I Decide interactive presentation, which is, I still believe, is the best introductory type of exposure I've ever seen in any opportunity. It's just very, very well done, and incredible technology. Then you choose your optional pack from here. So it starts right here at $100. Remember, $100 in Bitcoin, because we do have also in the compensation plan. There's Army Coin, there's OMS, there's Army is Cash, there's different cryptocurrencies that we'll be learning about and getting access to. And Bitcoin, we get paid out in Bitcoin. So, folks, it's just, and the future is really, really bright and wide open when it comes to what this all really means right now. And I know for some of us, we're like, oh man, I wish they just hurry up, but they're going to do it right. And they're going to do it effectively and professionally. Is what I love about this organization. They're not going to play around, So after you get your $100 in, you're going to then choose your optional pack, payable in Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, or Ethereum, right? And here are your packages. You have USA and Canada packages. You have the IQ Steel, IQ Copper, IQ Bronze, 250, 500, and 1,000. And these each come with different levels of the IQ Go travel system, the InterQuest. Of course, they all come with the I Decide deal, where you get your own links to where you can share what it is that we're doing. But different, more skin in the game. You get more access. You get more compensation. It just is pretty simple to understand. But I think it's really important to know that when you do come in at the bronze level, you get everything when it comes to IQ Go, the booking engine, homes in weeks, which is kind of like the Airbnb, the VRBO system as well, marketplace and lifestyle, timeshares, folks. There's a wine club back there. There's a lot of value. There's all kinds of shopping apps and things you can save money on, things you're already doing. Remember, penny saved is a penny earned. Everything counts when you're thinking about your, leveraging technology and putting money to work for you. So it's very, very important to understand that when these investments go up, man, your value goes up as well. Okay. So as you can see, you can earn more on the weekly cap, up to 5,000 on the weekly cap. And of course you have a monthly fee of $99, but I think at some point will be just regular, when we start building this thing out and realizing that all this for $100. And folks, they're not going to change the 99. It'll always be 99. And as we add more value, it stays 99, which I'm excited about. Okay. So really, really pumped about, what we have access to right now here in the US and Canada when it comes to travel, folks. It's $8 trillion. What is it? I think, Tonya, am I right? $8 trillion industry. All right,
yes.
$8 trillion industry. There's people booking right now. We're missing it. They don't know that there's IQ Go, and it's up to us to go out there and say, hey, listen, you're traveling anyway. Just, check my site, compare the prices, and if it's cheaper, of course you want to save money. Who want to spend more money for the same thing? Doesn't make any sense. So really pumped about, our value proposition with IQ Go and the travel. Here's international enrollment. Tonya, I'll let you cover this since your team
Uh,
is so
yeah,
big, killing it. I think I'm going backwards here. No, same thing. There you go.
right. Yeah. Everyone still, no matter where you come in from, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, you still have to become an ISA first before you get your optional
Right,
membership pack, and that's $100.
right. Oops, let me go back. Sorry about that.
No problem. And so for international packages, it's not listed here, but they all have access to the IQ Go travel program as well. And what comes in addition to everything that you just heard on the $250 to the $1,000 packages is access to the IQ Trade program, that platform that we talked about. And so with the $250 program or membership, you see that you have a maximum tradable allowance of 1,700, and I think that's 50 without my glasses on, dollars that you can trade. And you can make a maximum profit of $500 before you need to upgrade to a larger membership. 15% of whatever membership you purchase, 15% of whatever that is, gets put back into the trading platform automatically. So $38 in this instance. Let's jump over to the bronze package. You're looking at a $1,000 package, $5,000 that you can trade on the trading platform. The maximum profit is $2,000 before you would need to upgrade. And 15% of your package that you purchase, or $150, goes into trade for you automatically. And again, you have your dual team commissions ranging from 10 to 12% with a maximum weekly cap of $5,000. Next slide, Ken.
Absolutely. Yeah, I just want to let them know, Tonya, as well, for us in the States and Canada, they are working on this platform, for us to have access to as well. Like we said earlier in the presentation, being compliant is very, very important to this group of leaders and team. And so they're going to deliver something, and very, very soon we'll keep everybody aware. And of course, if you're plugged in, you will know. All right, next slide. Titanium silver and sterling silver. Awesome.
Yes. And so now you can not only increase the size of your package, but increase the value of what you get out of it. And when I talk to people, I talk to them about understanding what you're looking for. Are you looking to build a large team? If you are, you want to make sure that you're able to access the largest weekly income cap. And so that's going to be down at the bottom, that range from 12% to 15%. And with the $10,000 package, you get up to $50,000 in weekly income that you can have in your dual team commissions. If you're going to build a big team, don't build a big team and have a $250 package. It just makes no sense. All right. And then if you're looking at trading, there are going to be some people that aren't interested in building a team, but they're going to want to trade their digital currency. They're going to, again, look at what they can do with that package. So with the $10,000 package, you can trade up to $300,000 and have a maximum profit of $20,000 on that particular trading platform before you need to upgrade. And 25% of the membership purchase will go into the trading platform automatically. So $2,500 gets put into that trading platform. And then we go up to our last two packages. It's the gold and the rose gold for 20 and 50,000. Let's go right to the 50,000. There's no limit on the amount that you can trade. The maximum profit is $100,000. 25% of that automatically goes, of the purchase price of your membership goes right into the trade for you. And you have your dual team commissions. You earn 20% automatically from the beginning. You saw that most people are starting out at 8 or 10%. You're starting out at 20% with the weekly income volume cap of $100,000. Now, you may be saying, great, I know some people who are out there who have large Bitcoin portfolios or large digital currency portfolios. $100,000 in profits isn't going to be enough. What can they do? Next slide, Ken.
Okay, next slide after this. I think I just clicked it. This one here.
Next one. There you go.
There we go.
In addition to their membership, they can purchase another trading package. As you see here, each one of those trading packages represented in blue points over to the amount of volume that will be traded from that package. So it's dollar for dollar. If you buy a $100 package, it's $100 of volume that goes into the trading platform. If you buy a $200,000 package, $200,000 in volume goes into the trading platform. Your business volume, you see that represented underneath each section in BV. That is the amount of business volume that goes into your binary tree. So let's say, for example, you had a person who came in, bought a $50,000 package. Can you go back 2 slides, Ken? They bought a $50,000, yeah, there you go. They bought a $50,000 package. They're great, they're happy. $30,000 went into your business volume for your binary tree, and you're gonna get paid a commission off of that. They say, okay, I don't have a limit in access, but the maximum profit I can get is 100,000. I want more. I want to be able to trade more. Can go back to the previous slide, 2 slides. So they go ahead and they buy an optional trader for 200,000. You now get an additional 30,000 in business volume that goes into your binary that you get paid a commission on. And again, they have another 200,000 that they're able to trade. So they can mix and match the trader packages with a membership, but you must have a membership first. And guys, I mean, we're wrapping this up, but something I want to leave you with, for those of you who are familiar with US history, when they discovered gold here, many people came to the United States. They moved from the east to the west. They took their entire families west with them. They took their fortunes. They took everything they had, left their homes, left their families. Some of them took their families with them. Some of them died along the way. Some of them started digging for gold and dug and dug and dug until they couldn't dig anymore, and they walked away with nothing. Well, there were some people that had the foresight to say, you know what, there's going to be people out here looking for gold for the next 100 or so years. But what I want to do is I want to sell them the picks and the shovels that they need to go and dig for this gold. I'll always be in business. Some of those companies are still in business today in the United States because they created an ecosystem around those picks and shovels. And so they're still in business. We're doing the same thing here with IQ Legacy. Digital currency is the new gold. This is the gold rush. There are people out there who are creating coins, who are creating IPOs, or ICOs, and some of them are going bust, some of them are doing well, but we have the picks and shovels for them to be involved in this industry. The educational platform, the trading, the POS systems that are coming. Also, that POS system also doubles as an ATM machine. So someone can come and decide they don't want to buy anything from the store. They just want to buy some Bitcoin from that particular merchant. Goodness gracious, just the additional revenue that business creates as well. So we have the picks and shovels. We're going to stand the test of time. We're not tied to any specific coin, the value of a coin. We're tied to the value of our products and our service. And with that, guys, I say join us. We're looking forward to working with you. Ken and I are a dynamic duo, but there are many other leaders who have been around and are willing and ready to support you and help you answer questions with you and your potential team members. So with that, thank you. God bless and good night.
Absolutely. Good night, everybody. See you Wednesday. Same time, same channel. Bye-bye.